Nick830 has just responded to the drama. Guys, you're getting a very, very late upload from me. I happen to not be doing anything. I'm waiting to record a video with PBJ and Twisty Chase. I happen to have an hour to myself. I have not watched this yet, and because we've been so involved with this drama, I'm going to give my thoughts on the matter. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with too many YouTube channels. Let's listen to what Nick830 had to say in response to all of this.
So you guys might have seen the drama recently. There's a video made by this creator where he slanders my name and calls me a scammer.
And that's actually crazy too, that Nick830, like the drama's gotten to this point where Nick830 is replying to it.
Liar. There has been a lot of misinformation and overall just blatant lies. This one individual has made 2 videos already. Then there's a ton of other YouTubers. So I have to clear everything up. And so that's what.
Yeah, unfortunately, Nick has been put in that situation, eh? Like everybody's been making the same thumbnails, and Nick830's reputation is it's kind of on the line, kind of not. A lot of people, I'm sure, switch their tune on how they feel about Nick830.
We're going to be doing today. So first things first, when I reacted to his video originally, you might notice his title of the video was Nick830 scams his viewers. And if we look at what the video is called now, it's Nick830 scammed me.
Wow, I didn't know that. I didn't notice that. That's very, very interesting. And now, if you guys don't know, if you guys haven't seen the original video, my reaction to everything, I was saying that both sides have had their play in this, but Arcch was not innocent one little bit in this.
He's clearly using my name to create a false narrative, to gain views, and propel his channel forward.
You're probably wondering...
That is true, no matter what. Like, Nick still overblown reacted to everything, which I'm interested to see if he's going to include anything that Arcch did not. My point being is that both people kind of did something wrong in this scenario.
What happened? Well, I found out he exploits his viewers for money.
This is a wild claim with absolutely zero proof.
On the 27th of December 2024, I donated $4. I donated asking for him to give me a Fortnite challenge for a video I'm making.
At no point whatsoever did Arcch reach out via Twitter, email, any social media platform, or through another donation saying that he would like a refund, because everyone...
Did he... I don't recall Arcch saying that he asked for a refund. I could be wrong about that, but I don't recall that. But
knows I would refund that donation within a heartbeat.
Yeah, and I thought that's where he was going. Nick830 is the type of guy to absolutely refund a donation like that.
I know it's not about the money. Otherwise, you would have asked for a refund. You take down the videos, but I know you're not going to. And I'm not...
Nick's cooking so far. Wow, yeah, I believe that he's correct in that.
Not one to censor anything. Everyone is more than allowed to have their opinion, make videos on me, form opinions. I will never DMCA strike, copyright claim them, or anything like that. People want to get upset at me for censoring certain words in my YouTube comments and in my streams. And that's because, like, hey, I got to focus on the positive. I want to spread good vibes. I don't want to focus on the negative 24/7. Yeah, there are moments where I might not be 100% positive, but I try my absolute best.
And I think he does a good job at that, man. And he just slipped up and kind of, unfortunately, crashed out. He could have handled the situation a lot better than he actually did, but I like that he's actually addressing it. Like, everybody has their slips up. Everybody has their moments.
And I've learned throughout the years, the more you're positive, the more that flourishes your positive community. And the moment you start addressing hate and negativity, which I have to do now, which I absolutely despise, that's when there's even more negativity and more hate. And
it's actually funny that he mentions that, because of what we're going through on the channel right now, and more people are starting to make hit pieces about us over here, like, or me, I meant like the channel that we've created over here. People are getting in the way and entering our positive bubble that we have over here. And something that I've learned, and I've actually said in comment section, is Nick is absolutely correct in saying this. The more that you feed into it, the more that you react to it, people will hold on to that hate, and they will use that to continue more and more and more. Just look what happened with Arcch. Nick830 addressed it. He got angry. Arcch got even more views, and now Arcch, and I don't know if he's monetized at this point, but he is well beyond monetization. You should see his streams. They're popping too.
More drama.
I donated asking for him to give me a Fortnite challenge for a video I'm making.
If you have an idea, I would more than likely be happy to say it. I don't have any ideas off the top of my head. If I had ideas, I'd be recording it.
This is just weird because, like, he could just say any challenge.
I've streamed Fortnite for 7 years, and people have asked me for challenges every single stream. I'm out of ideas, bro. And I could sound like a broken record and say one chest challenge, one chest challenge, one chest challenge. But, like, at the end of the day, how many videos are people going to watch where Nick830 gives me a challenge and it's the one chest challenge? Like, how boring would that be? So I try to be a little more reserved so people can't just use my name and say Nick830 gave me a challenge, and it's the same thing over and over again.
You know? That makes sense. That makes sense. I still think the proper thing to do would have been, not proper. Proper is not the right word, because Nick isn't obligated to do this. But it would have been easy, and this whole thing could have been avoided if you just said one chest challenge, although I do understand what he's saying over here.
When you see a Nick A30 video, I want it to be special, I want it to be unique, and that's the same way I treat my content on my channel. So my overall mindset on this kind of stuff, it never changes. Like, you got to put in the work, you got to put in the time.
I also would like to specify I did actually give him 2 challenges. I said, could you maybe give me the 1 chest only challenge or the shotgun only challenge? He then proceeded to just flat out ignore my donation.
This is what I want to hear about. This is what I'm interested to hear about.
You guys, the stats of the stream real quick, because I think a lot of people often forget when I'm streaming, I have to be focusing on the game, the chat, the donations, the alerts, the subs, every single thing on all 4 platforms that I'm streaming on. So let me show you guys the stats. This is my main YouTube channel. I had 5,000 average viewers, 14,000 chat messages. On YouTube Shorts, there was an average of 1,700 people watching at one given time. And the same goes for Twitch. And on TikTok, let's say around 3,000 average concurrent
Ooh,
viewers.
Nick A30 came with the receipts, dude. Oh my god. And Arcch did say in his video that there wasn't a lot going on in Nick's stream at the time that he donated, and he was reading chats.
My point being, whether it's a chat message or donation, I might miss it sometimes. People know this, and at the end of the stream, typically I go through my full list and get caught up on everything.
I donated.
Now, what we do need to hear from Nick is the time where he's like, I said it 3 times, or I'm interested if he's going to actually mention that part as well.
Another $2, saying simply, I think he might have missed my dono, and I specified which 2 challenges I would like him to give me.
One thing I actually noticed when watching this back is the donation messages he's making and typing out in the video itself. They're not what he actually said when he donated. I logged on to my Streamlabs and I'm able to see the exact donation messages.
Oh no! Oh no!
Second donation was, bro, it can be any challenge, just anything off the top of your head, even.
Arcch, man. You seemed like you were coming at this so genuine and so nice. I bought it. Although I did say, not 100%, we don't know the full story, something along those lines I've said, you seem to have been innocent enough. Wow.
Even if it's been done before, thanks. I mentioned some in the last dono, like
Oh,
one chest.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought that was the only one. Okay, let's continue. Let's hear Nick out, and then I'll reply to that, okay?
They're shotgun only, lol. Appreciate your content, man. Not trying to spam, just sending you money, LeMayo. Brother, you asked me to tell you what I would like you to say, and then you don't read the message?
As soon as I sent the next...
Holy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Everybody on YouTube, myself included, owes Nick a big fat apology right now. Oh my god. Nick A30, I know this will never cross your feed, but I apologize.
I realized he had banned me from donating, which is really strange, man.
If I wanted more money from you, I would keep you unbanned.
And this guy does have a history of banning his fans who pay money to be in his customs.
This is not true, because for 100-player customs, you can have the trusted role or you can be a sub to join. So one is paid, one is unpaid. At one point, I did make it so everyone can join the customs, whether you're a sub or not, whether you have the trusted role or not. But as you guys know, and you guys have seen clips, people grief my customs, and it's just impossible to get anything done. So obviously, we have to limit it to a smaller group of people.
That makes sense, and I still will sit down. Sorry, I just looked at I paused it, and I didn't expect to see that. Either way, Nick can ban who he wants from his streams, whether they paid or not. The kind of thing that I alluded to, I don't remember if I used this exact scenario, but it's like paying to enter some country club and then just flipping tables and stuff. Well, I paid to be here. No matter what, no matter what, Nick can ban who he wants.
Felt like Nick was just trying to squeeze as many little $2 donations out of me.
If you felt that I was trying to get more and more donations, why did you keep on donating? Why not just stop it right there, move on to another streamer, ask for a refund, and then be done with it? And
you know, I actually never thought about that. Arcch never did ask for a refund, and that would kind of make sense instead of going on and making the hit pieces that he did. I don't know why that never crossed my mind, but he didn't.
As you see now, with 2 videos on your channel, you clearly were looking for drama, and you were looking to profit off my name. And if you...
That I did agree with Nick on, and that's what I did say in the original reaction video that we made to this. There was no way, with the way that title was phrased, with the thumbnail, and the original title as well. The second video... The main goal of this was for Clout, and Arcch kind of came back to say, he was saying something like he wants to protect kids, and he just wants to, what was the other thing? I don't want to mess up, I don't want to misrepresent what Arcch was saying, but there was 2 reasons. One of them was to protect kids.
You think I'd be willing to risk my career and risk my name and brand over I'm just going to be generous here and say a $15 donation in total? I mean, come on, bro. Like, you don't got to purposely mislead everybody just to get a video out there and build up your subscribers.
And they got banned from the chat for simply just asking a question.
I haven't banned a single person who mentioned the drama. I've timed out people. I've removed donations. Funny enough, in my Discord in the mod channel, I specifically said I do not want to ban anyone. If anyone brings up the drama, just time them out for 20.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. This is another thing that I said. If Nick A30 mentions prior to timing people out or banning them, then he has every right to do so, donation or not. And he did do that.
24 hours and then we move on.
I don't know why he was acting like a man-child about this. I mean, this man is 29 years old and is having some sort of tantrum because I donated to him.
I genuinely just wish there was a lot more positivity out there, and the clips that would get views would be the ones where I'm actually responding positively and giving people challenges, being nice and shout outs and thank yous, but nobody cares about that. All I ask is that you just understand there's always two sides to every story. I'm not going to make any more videos covering this. I want to just focus on the positive because, again, you focus on the positive, it tends to create a more positive community.
I'm feeling good about myself, man, because I called a lot of it. I called a lot of this, dude. Oh, I'm good with people, dude. I know people. I'm good with that.
This kind of stuff does not make me feel good. It's just not very fun, and it just makes you not excited to stream. It doesn't make you excited to make videos, and everything's just negative, 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 and you don't see any positive. Not fun. So, genuinely, I mean this. There's no ill will towards anybody. Arcch, I wish you all the best. I appreciate all the support, guys.
This is what I don't understand. I think there's no way that he wishes them the best, man. There's no way. There's no way. I wouldn't.
So all I ask is we keep it positive, guys. We move on from this and keep on spreading good vibes. Never back down. Never give up.
And I think that was a fantastic response from Nick830, man. I'm interested in those donation parts again. But, man, I'm feeling kind of good about myself because I said throughout that entire thing, because I was kind of back and forth, like, something that I do wish Nick would have addressed, by the way, is, like, to what extent he crashed out. And there was one thing that I would like to hear him from as well, too. And I would have liked to see more receipts from it because maybe he was kind of addressing it with the donations, but I'm not entirely sure. The part where he's like, I answered you 3 times, but that could have been about these other donations. I'm trying to look for them as I'm speaking to you, but I thought that was an incredible response. And this was, and I was saying at the very, very beginning of all of this, man, I was saying at the very beginning that Arcch is not innocent, and the reason for that video was for clout. I believe his initial donations were innocent. But it seemed to me like Nick wasn't exactly the one being the child at all. Let me see this again. Let me see this again.
He said when he donated. I logged on to my Streamlabs and I'm able to see the exact donation messages. His second donation was, bro, it can be any challenge, just anything off the top of your head, even if it's been done before. Thanks. I mentioned some in the last dono, like one chest or shotgun only.
Skip past that a little bit. Sorry, guys.
And then you don't read them.
So, bro, can be any challenge, just anything off the top of your head, even if it's been done before, thanks. I mentioned some in the last dono, like the one chest challenge or shotgun only. Appreciate your content, not trying to spam, just sending you money. Brother, you asked me to tell you what I would like you to say, and then you don't read the message. Wow, yeah, there is stuff that Arcch left out, eh? Oh boy, that's disappointing. I think that a ton of us over on YouTube, a ton of us making videos, owe Nick a giant apology for all of this. I don't know, like, I don't think that I misrepresented him in the video that I made at all. I'd love for you guys to comment down below because, of course, like, you guys recently watched it. I was kind of just, I was just talking and saying how I felt about everything. This just made me sit on my point even more that Arcch did make that content for attention, for clout, for profit. Because look, now his streams have been popping. I'm very, very intrigued to see what the response is going to be like after this because it's sad that Nick's reputation gets damaged over things like this. Like I said, I wish we could have seen, and I don't know if that's where he was going with the donations about the whole crashing out part, but I mean, I guess slip-ups do happen. And as somebody who's growing in the space and somebody who understands Nick's position a little bit more, obviously not to the magnitude of Nick, but this type of stuff is starting to happen to me as well. And it's difficult to control yourself when somebody is making a hate piece about you just for the sake of making a hit piece. And then Nick is absolutely right about what he said about feeding into it. He hates the fact that he has to respond to it, but it's become to that point. Everybody on YouTube is watching Nick830 and scamming his viewers. I'm very curious about how you guys feel about this, and if you are interested, check out this video on screen where I already touched on the initial reaction to it all. I would love to have you guys over there. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.